With Vegeta and the rest of the gang training, what will happen next? Will mirrors do a good job? And what are Vegeta's plans after defeating that Shinkan? My name is Michael from Vegeta T23 and welcome to part 7 of What If Vegeta Was Born with OMNI Key. Before we start, check out the previous parts to keep yourself updated on the series. Also, make sure you like and subscribe, it helps me a lot and I thank you for your support. With Vegeta in the time chamber, the Z Squad basically has nothing to do on the lookout, so Tarble and Kakarot start training while Gine starts meditating for some goddamn reason. Vegeta in the time chamber is training with Mirrors, and Mirrors is trying to get Vegeta to get the mental part of the form down before his strength. So Vegeta starts training mentally. That includes meditation and self-control. Mirrors suggests that since it's an Omni form, that he needs to control the form and its malice so that he could use it efficiently. Vegeta is kind of dumbfounded but still goes on. Vegeta then asks if he can train in the time chamber so he can master his Omni form, but Mirrors says that since they're in a time chamber, he cannot really master the form. Sure that Mirrors can tell him how to master the form, but Mirrors is not in Vegeta's body, so Vegeta has to figure it out on his own. Vegeta is dumbfounded by the answer, so he asks to elaborate further. Mirrors says that the time chamber is pretty much immune to the highly divine powers, and so whatever Vegeta does, it won't really aid him to the mastery. Vegeta takes that, and so continues his mental training. Back outside of the time chamber on the lookout, Gine is extremely impatient, while Tarble and Kakarot are training. Gine asked Kami to enter the time chamber so that she could train with Vegeta and Mirrors. Kami is a bit reluctant since Vegeta opted to go in there alone with Mirrors, but Gine's impatience is growing, so Kami lets her in. Kami tells Popo to open the doors to the time chamber to let Gine in, and Mr. Popo does so. With that, Gine enters the time chamber and greets Vegeta and Mirrors. Vegeta is surprised to see Gine in the time chamber, and Mirrors just welcomes her with open arms. Gine asks to be trained, so Vegeta and Mirrors accept the challenge. But before that, Mirrors asks Gine what does she aim with all her power once she's trained. Gine simply replies that Vegeta will need some good teammates so that the final battle with Shinkan will be successful. Mirrors takes that, and Vegeta welcomes her yet again. Back on the lookout, Kakarot and Tarble are both training in their Super Saiyan forms, trying to get stronger. Kami came up to both of them and suggested that they should train with their base forms only, as he suspects that the forms they use are merely just multipliers to their power. Kakarot and Tarble actually do consider that, and so they go back to base and start training again, but this time a bit more challenging. Bulma goes down from the lookout back home to Capsule Corp. As she's pregnant and also just a human, she figured that she might as well just thwart with her plans since they're training, and so she goes back home. Going back to Tarble and Kakarot, they both got their clay dummies so they too can learn how to sense ki, and eventually they both get it. Back in the time chamber, Vegeta has finished his mental training and is going over to the physical training. Gine on the other hand is training with Mirrors so that she could control her ki. That may not be such show now, but later down the road, Mirrors wanted Gine to master God Ki so that she could use it at will. Vegeta on the other hand was doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups while he was waiting. So when its time came, Mirrors and Vegeta started sparring. Vegeta said that he will be using his base form since Mirrors did say that the base form is basically it and that the forms are just power multipliers of base form. Mirrors is happy with the answer and so they begin the training, while Gine is working on her ki control. In less than half a year, Gine and Vegeta have made quite a good bit of progress. Vegeta is a lot more powerful and Gine has accessed a Super Saiyan Blue transformation. Vegeta is finally glad to see another color apart from yellow and pink. And Mirrors is also proud of Gine. Vegeta, on the other hand, has mastered his mental burdens and is able to use his Omni form to the best of his ability. And also, he got extremely powerful from just training with Mirrors. But setting that aside, Mirrors tells Vegeta that their training is now done, and that Gine can stay, but Vegeta has to get out, as his mastery of the Omni form is pretty nerfed in the time chamber, so going back to the real world might actually boost the potential. Vegeta says that sure, he can train Gine, but Gine says that she's also going out. Vegeta is fine with that, and so is Mirrors, and so all three head out. Once they're out of the time chamber, Mr. Popo congratulates them on their very first training regime in a time chamber. Vegeta just says thanks, Gine is kinda flustered, and Mirrors says that the deed is done, and that the fight with Daishinkan will soon be at bay. Kakarot and Tarbell also joined in on a conversation, saying how Gine is so much more powerful, but they cannot sense the ki at all. Mirrors just says that she has attained something called God Ki, and that it cannot be sensed by normal mortals. Kakarot and Tarbell are a bit confused, but they still let it slide. So at this point, the only thing they can do is go back to Kame House. Back at Kame House, Roshi and the turtle greet them back, and also asks what has been going on for the past couple of days. Vegeta just says that Gine is mad in love with him and that Bulma is mad pregnant with Tarbell. Roshi congratulates Tarbell, but Tarbell is just way too flustered to take it in. Roshi then goes to Gine and asks her when the marriage is gonna go down with Vegeta. Gine just slaps him across his head and Roshi starts laughing, along with everybody else there. Either way, Vegeta and Gine decided to settle at Kame House, while Tarbell and Bulma are gonna settle down in Capsule Corp and live a happy life. Of course, Vegeta is not gonna skip out on training, as he has to defeat Daishinkan as quick as he possibly can and also master his Omni form. It's been quite a while and a lot has changed. Vegeta has gotten stronger, Gine has gotten stronger since the two sparred, and also both Gine and Vegeta and Kakarot and Bulma has gotten married. Bulma has gotten her first child called Trunks, and Vegeta and Gine have their child on the way, with Kakarot cringing over there for having the thought of having a little brother. Not only that, but Vegeta and Gine actually decided to move back to Gohan's place. But when they witnessed that Gohan has actually died there with the 4-star Dragon Ball in hand, they had to pay the respects and give him a nice funeral. With Tarbell, Gine, Vegeta, Bulma, and everyone else there for the funeral. Roshi, Vegeta, and Gine have given a proper speech, but it did not stop Gine and Vegeta from moving in on Gohan's house. Mirrors also decided to drop by, say hi to Vegeta and Gine, and also talk with them for a little bit. Vegeta has actually mastered his Omni Ki to the fullest of potential and now is ready to face Daishinkan. Mirrors says not to pull the plug just yet, as they have to wait for Daishinkan to arrive first, kinda like a second coming. Gine said that she also progressed with her Super Saiyan Blue, saying that she can use it at will and also without any strain. Mirrors is quite happy about that and tells Gine to train harder. Vegeta, on the other hand, is told once again not to go to Daishinkan's, Zeno's palace to go and fight Daishinkan, as they have to wait for Daishinkan to come by, especially because Mirrors wants Daishinkan to explain himself. Vegeta agrees and tells Mirrors that he will not do anything up until Daishinkan arrives. So up until then, Vegeta and Gine start living a happy life. Vegeta, Gine, and Mirrors are all ready to go and face Daishinkan. But we will leave the encounter for the next part. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment on what shall I do next. Like if you liked the video, dislike if I'm bad at COD, check out my Discord server in the description below, and as always, peace out.